Hello, Happy New Year. Welcome to another studio vlog. I feel like it's been a while since I've uploaded a studio vlog. How are you all? How's 2021 treating you so far? Hopefully it's considerably better than 2020. So I have my 2021 Soul and Fire calendar. There are a handful of these left on my store, so if you want to pick yourself up a calendar and join in the fun when we change the months together, I'll leave the link to these in the description. But without further ado, let's switch it to January, and we've got this. I feel like we all needed this message. So yes, today, first task is, as always, to tidy my office because it has accumulated a lot of stuff and I've been avoiding it for the past 2 weeks. And then I'm gonna order some new products. I'm gonna show you how I do that. I'm gonna hopefully design and cut and print some new stickers on my Cricut, because one of my New Year's resolutions slash like business goals was to actually use my Cricut more, because I bought it, I don't even know when, last year, and I haven't been able to use it half as much as I wanted to. So that is one of my goals for this year. And yeah, I just need to kind of quickly spruce up my office, figure things out, and we will order those products. I hope you're excited for a very exciting Salt and Fire launch. I am. I'm kind of terrified, but excitement also. Things are looking considerably neater now, and I've plugged my laptop into my screen. This camera's a little bit too low for me. And yeah, I'm gonna show you what I'm ordering. So I'm actually gonna order some of the Soul and Fire pens. I believe I have one. Yeah, so I'm gonna order some of these pens. You see the pen? It says Soul and Fire on it. So I'm gonna order some of these. I'm gonna show you what the document looks like when I do it. I'm debating actually whether to do it with it saying Soul and Fire on it, like the logo, or having a little motivational quote on it. To me, I'm swaying towards the quote, because I feel like it's nice to get a Soul and Fire branded pen with these little mini desk pads. I launched these in my last launch, and they're like pocket sized, perfect for, you know, your handbag, shopping list, that kind of thing. And it comes with the pen, so I feel like it's quite nice having the Soul and Fire pen with that. So maybe I'll do something with a little quote on it, because when I very first brought those pens out, I don't have it with me, I brought a pen out that said be fearless, which is like, be fearless in the pursuit of what sets your soul on fire. That's sort of where the shop name and everything came from. My hair is so frizzy today. So yeah, let me just show you what I do for that. I've actually just found this document of when I first tried to design my Soul and Fire logo. You can sort of see the process of it. See some doodles, like playing around with the letter placements, flipping the letters around, and then eventually I came to this, and then this one down here is the final one. And I thought that was quite cool. I've not seen this for a while. I think down here on my initial sketches, there's like, I think I must have drawn this on my iPad. There was going to be like little symbols of fire, but then I felt like it reminded me of like Tinder, the Tinder logo. But yeah, little progress of the brand right there. So when I did the pens for the Soul and Fire thing, basically all I used was this. So I'm copying this, and I'm going to create a new artboard. So new, then I'm going to flip this artboard horizontally, paste in that logo, and drag this up. So the pen supplier that I use just likes a pretty basic design. Obviously there's not much room on the pen for anything any more technical, so I'd literally send them that, and then they size it up on the thing for me. But because we want to do some quotes, I'm gonna duplicate this artboard and try a few different designs, and we'll see sort of how that looks. Right, so I've got a few more quotes, and straight up I think this one's too long, so I'll get rid of that artboard properly in a second. And this one, I want to try and keep things PG. Then this one I'm going to get rid of. I use that one quite a lot. Make It Happen is going to be on the new daily list pad thing. Ooh, in fact I can show you that. So the daily list pads, I have officially ordered these. I'm crossing my fingers and toes that they come and look as beautiful as I imagine in my head. You never really know, that's the thing, like especially when ordering something new. I remember when I first ordered these I was terrified of them being awful, because obviously for a small business it's a lot of money to pay out. Even for bigger businesses it's a big risk, and generally you can't get samples because they only print like a minimum amount, so you can't just get a one-off. So yeah, I remember when I ordered these it was stressful, but now I've actually found a supplier I like. That's good. So yeah, if you're also worried about suppliers and manufacturers and stuff like that, what I'd say is look for reviews, go on their Facebook. That's generally where you can find like bad reviews. People generally like to moan on Facebook. And then if you can, message them, ask for a sample. For example, I don't know if I still have it, I asked for a calendar sample from my calendar supplier, and they didn't send me a print of my calendar, they sent like a mock-up one, so I could feel the material and sort of get an idea of it. So that's another way around it, and generally businesses don't mind doing that, either for free or for a little payment, depending if you've like worked with them before. And I always make a spreadsheet full of all the different websites that I've looked at, the prices, how much everything is per item, the postage, all that kind of stuff, and like work it out like that. So it's a very, very long process. Before Christmas, I think I showed you a vlog when me and my mum were trying to research notebooks. We finally got there, so notebooks are in the works, but it's just such a long process. Hopefully now I'm like starting to create products more often, I'll be able to sort of find suppliers that I trust, but in the initial stage it's kind of scary. Anyway, that was a long-winded chat. Basically, I've ordered these, and I did show you them a little while ago, and they're gonna be ring bound. So picture, I'm gonna use this calendar. Picture the cover being like this with like spiral bound on it, and then when you open the book, the first page will have a little quote, and then it will open to a list page. This is like, my camera is so bright, I don't know if this will work. There we go. So we've got a list page, we've got a treat section. Tomorrow we've got a schedule, a list, the date, the day, some notes and doodles. So this is everything that I think most people will need on a list pad, and because it is spiral bound you'll be able to tear out the pages as you go. So it's sort of a similar principle to my daily pad, except it's got a cover and you can like put it in your bag and take it with you without the pages getting scuffed. Like this is sort of made for on your desk, or in this case stuck on your fridge or whatever, whereas a book you can slide in your bag, take to uni, take to work, that kind of things. So that's the plan with those. I will let you know as soon as they are up. I'll show you the process of us packaging them as always, and I'm gonna put a poll on my Instagram, I think, asking about these pens. I actually put a poll on Instagram about this. I showed it in 3 different colours. So there was like a navy blue, this orange, and then it was like a blush pink, I guess. And it was overwhelmingly pink that came out tops. And I really didn't think that was going to happen. I'm going to show you the poll. You can see how many people voted for that. So this is the poll that I put up. Which colour, no right or wrong answer. And when you click through for the results, I'm going to try and cover everyone's names. The pink has overwhelmingly got the highest votes. Blue and orange were like sort of tied pretty much, with blue being a little bit higher. And the one that was my favourite was orange and didn't even get a look in, basically. So I ordered the pink one. I hope that's okay. See, pink to me was like a colour that is a bit hit and miss. I feel like it's a little bit like Marmite, but turns out my audience liked pink, so I went for pink. I trusted your guys' opinion. So I'm going to put that poll on Instagram, and then I am going to attempt to design some stickers. I think I'm going to utilise some existing designs to begin with, just so I can like build up my confidence in stickers and like re-figure out how to use my Cricut, because it has been that long. you might notice I look completely different. I've got less makeup on, and that's because it's the next day. Yesterday just completely got away with me. So we're here again. We're going to revisit. I did actually get the sticker sheets designed yesterday. I just need to add the sort of cut lines, and then I obviously need to print and cut, so I'm going to show you that. But first I'm going to show you the design that I came up with. I actually really like it. I've gone with like 2 designs, but maybe let me know. Maybe I'll do a poll again on Instagram. I've gone with one that has like all the colours that I usually use, and then I've got one that's grey, and then I'm going to do like a top border and a bottom border. I haven't yet done the borders yet, but I'm going to just print the colourful one. You'll see what I mean. So this is my existing sticker sheet, which is available already on my shop. So now I've adapted and created this one, which I thought was quite good because it means you get like multiples of everything, especially the list options. You've got some like highlighter things. I might have to change sizes and stuff on this. I did sort of like guess between the 2, but when I print it out it might look a bit different, so we'll figure that one out. And then I also have begun to do a grey one, so for people who maybe don't have my planner or would prefer like a neutral colour theme, I've done that. And then I'm gonna, probably not this pattern, this is a pattern from one of my weekly planners. I'm gonna do a pattern at the top and the bottom just so it looks a bit more colourful. Maybe not a pattern, just like a colour. I don't know, we'll figure that one out, but I'm about to print this one out. So what I need to do is export the artboard. So go to File, Export. Ooh, actually not even export, let's go Save As. We want to save it as a PDF under Stickers, PDF. We want page number 2 or artboard number 2. And what I'm going to do is open it in Photoshop, where I'm going to put it in a document that is the right size for print and cut. I'm using my Minnie Mouse's head as a tripod. So, if you didn't know, on the Cricut there's like a limited size, like there's a maximum size you can go up to with print and cut. So I did write that down somewhere. It's 9.25 inches by 6.75 inches. That's as big as you can make the actual artwork, and then it prints out with like a border around the outside. So I'm gonna just sort this out, and then I will show you the process of like taking it over to my printer and then taking it over to my Cricut child. Oh, I'm so excited to use her. Okay, so I'm now in Cricut design space. I'm gonna create a new project, and I am going to upload my images. So I'm gonna drag and drop the files I need. So we've got the cut file, which is the one I've just created on Photoshop. I'm just going to put it as simple because it's literally just 2 colours, black and white. And then I click the white to get rid of it, so I know it's going to cut around these black parts. Then I'm going to press continue. Oops, accidentally clicked something else. How do I undo? There we go. Continue. So now we have the cut file. We want it to be a cut image only. So now I'm going to upload the actual artwork files. So now I'm going to drag the JPEG in. So now we have the print image. We want it to be complex. I want it to print as high quality as possible. Press continue. Check everything's okay. I can zoom out to see the whole thing so you can see what it's going to print. And then I'm going to press continue. I want it to be print image, so save as print then cut, which means it will first print out that pattern with a guideline around it, and then I cut it. And then what I'm going to do is quickly format it up on the canvas. So I'll import these 2 images, then I'll resize them to fit that size that I mentioned earlier, and then we'll print them. This is the matte white sticker paper that I use, and I also have my Canon IP8750 printer. I will leave a link to this in my description, and I'm just going to plug it straight into my laptop. It is wireless, but I find it's just more trustworthy and more reliable when it's actually plugged in. So yeah, I have all 3 printers sort of like linked via this USB. Let's load some of the sticker paper into here. Generally the sticker paper is more yellow on the non-sticker side, so I'm going to put that to the back. And this printer also prints up to A3, so I have to like adjust the little slider things here. Alright, and then I've got my documents set up. If you'd like me to go through it in more detail how I do it, let me know. I didn't show you fully this time because it's been a while and I wasn't too sure myself, but I think I've mastered it, touch wood. So I've attached everything to the board, the mat. I'm going to click make it, and you can see that it's mapping out where on a piece of A4 paper it's going to print these sheets, and then it prints out a black outline. So I'm happy with that. My paper's the good size. Continue, and then I'm going to send to printer, and once it's sent to the printer and printed out, I'm going to connect my Cricut. Sticker sheet is printed and put on my light grip board. I'm gonna head back to Design Space and I'm gonna put it on sticker paper. Removable, pressure, default. The tools is just like the fine point blade. That's all we need. And then it's ready to load. So I'm just gonna slide it in here under the little guides, press the flashing button. Then it's grabbed hold of it. Then because the software knows what is ready to be cut, all I need to do is press this button and hopefully it'll start cutting in the right place. Let's see how this goes, because sometimes it's quite off and I have to calibrate it, and at the minute it's just looking for the guide markers, so it's turned on a light and it's trying to read those black lines. And I'm pretty sure it's found them straight away. Alright, and there we have some new sticker sheets. I'm going to calibrate my machine again because it has sort of trimmed the edges a little bit weird, so either my blade needs sharpening or I just need to set it up a bit differently. But I'm very happy with this for a first test print. I think that actually is really cute and I would most definitely use them, so hopefully you guys would too. I'm actually going to end the vlog here before it gets dark because I'm going to spend my evening, I'm going to correct these stickers, so watch out for those on my Soul and Fire's Instagram and my shop. And then I've just got an evening full of admin, which is not exciting to film, so I'm going to say goodbye now. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the endless support on my channel. Honestly, it means the absolute world to me. And I'll see you next time in the next video. Bye!